And let's talk about the benefits of virtual reality treatment versus your normal brick and mortar therapies that you personally experienced. Intuitively speaking, it must be a lot more fun, a lot easier to access. You don't need to worry about booking appointments and limited access to clinicians. And I imagine higher engagement rate. But what are some of the other metrics that you do measure in terms of patient benefits from virtual reality therapies versus traditional ones?
So, as you mentioned, obviously, the beautiful thing about virtual treatment rooms is we are not, we don't have to be constrained to the old fashioned how a treatment room looks like. We can create any virtual treatment room that we want, and we can create a fun and engaging experience compared to, something that is from the 1800. And that immediately changed the entire experience on the patient side. We can create different types of um, social experiences inside that virtual treatment rooms. Everything HIPAA compliant. You don't need to know who is on the other side. Besides, it's another peer that is experiencing something like you. The experience on the experience side, I think it's not even close to what people are experiencing now. Obviously, the access is a game changer. Suddenly, you don't need to drive 45 minutes, wait 15 minutes, and then maybe the clinician have time for you for 15 minutes and then drive back and give you a piece of paper to do back home when no one is actually have any idea what you're doing. So the access is also very, very important. But I want to emphasize that think about how many people worldwide don't have access to healthcare because they're
Absolutely.
not even close to a place where they can get quality care. Suddenly, with this technology, anyone can get amazing care. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. So that's on the access side. Now, on the outcome side, we have now, for the first time, the possibility to quantify outcomes because when someone is
Right.
inside the virtual treatment room, it's a closed loop system. They are the only variable in a closed loop system. We are monitoring everything. Today, we are monitoring respiratory, center of gravity, differences between your right side, left side, cognitive skills, eye tracking, and the amount of data that we can capture in one treatment is, I think, 500 times better than any brick and mortar clinic, if not more. But that also allows us to now understand what's working and what's not. The fact that you can go to a brick and mortar, to a physical therapist or an occupational therapist or even psychologist with the same text and say, this is my problem. And then you can step to a different brick and mortar, you know, 2 miles from that same location and get a completely different treatment, completely different. And no one actually knows what's working and what's not. That's like mind blowing to me. And those virtual treatment rooms will allow us to, for the first time, put numbers next to a treatment, next to an outcome, and then analyze what's working and what's not. And then we can improve care for everyone because we will know what's more effective.